What if I told you that you could explore breathtaking national parks, eat incredible food, and experience mind-blowing adventures across America for less than the cost of a single night at a fancy hotel? I just spent 3 months traveling to every corner of this country on an insane budget challenge, and what I discovered at destination number 7 literally changed everything I thought I knew about affordable travel. But first, let me show you something that will blow your mind. Stay with me because by the end of this video, you'll have a complete roadmap to explore America like never before, and I'm giving away something incredible to help you start your journey. Hey adventure seekers! Welcome back to the channel. I'm absolutely pumped to share this with you today. Before we dive into these incredible destinations, I need to ask you something. Have you ever felt like amazing travel experiences in America are just too expensive? Well, I'm about to completely shatter that myth. Over the past year, I've been on a mission. I challenged myself to find the most incredible, budget-friendly destinations across America, places where you can have mind-blowing experiences without breaking the bank. And what I discovered shocked even me. We're talking about destinations where you can stay for under $50 a night, eat amazing meals for less than $15, and have experiences that rival the most expensive vacation spots. If this sounds impossible, just wait until you see what's coming. Before we start this incredible journey together, smash that like button if you're ready to discover America's best-kept budget secrets, and don't forget to subscribe because I'm dropping travel hacks like this every single week. Destination 1: Hot Springs, Arkansas. Let's kick things off with a destination that sounds too good to be true: Hot Springs, Arkansas. Now, I know what you're thinking. Arkansas? But hear me out because this place absolutely blew my mind. First off, you can literally soak in natural thermal springs that have been attracting visitors for over 150 years, and here's the kicker: many of them are completely free. The Quapaw Baths and Spa offers day passes for just $45, but if you want the full experience without spending a dime, head to the natural springs in the national park. I remember my first morning there. I woke up at sunrise, hiked to one of the free springs, and found myself completely alone in this magical, steaming pool surrounded by ancient trees. It was like having my own private spa resort. But it gets better. You can find incredible accommodations for under $60 a night, and the downtown area is packed with restaurants where you can get massive portions for under $12. I had the best barbecue of my life for $8.99. But wait until you see what I discovered about camping here. I'll reveal that money-saving hack in just a minute. Destination 2: Great Smoky Mountains, Tennessee. Number 2 will absolutely floor you: Great Smoky Mountains National Park in Tennessee. This is America's most visited national park, and here's the incredible part: there's no entrance fee. I spent 5 days here and my total expenses, including food and camping, came to just $89. Let me break that down for you because this is going to change how you think about national park trips. Picture this. I'm standing on Cataract Falls at golden hour. The mist is creating rainbows all around me, and I literally have this entire waterfall to myself. This was a Tuesday afternoon, and while everyone else was at work, I was living my best life for less than the cost of a decent dinner out. Here's your hack. Stay at Elkmont Campground for $25 a night. Pack your own meals from the grocery stores in Gatlinburg, but don't worry, I found incredible local spots where you can eat for under $10. The pancake houses here are legendary, and you can fuel up for an entire day of hiking for less than $8. Quick question: drop a comment right now and tell me, what's the most you've ever spent on a single meal while traveling? Because what I'm about to show you next will make you rethink everything. Destination 3: Austin, Texas. Austin, Texas might surprise you as a budget destination, but I'm about to prove why it belongs on this list. This city has mastered the art of incredible experiences that won't destroy your wallet. The music scene alone is worth the trip. I spent an entire week hitting up free live music venues every single night. We're talking about world-class musicians performing in intimate settings, and I didn't spend a single dollar on entertainment. One night, I stumbled into a tiny venue on East 6th Street where a Grammy-nominated artist was doing an impromptu acoustic set. There were maybe 30 people there, the artist was 3 feet away from me, and the only cost was buying a $4 local beer to support the venue. But let's talk about the food trucks. This is where Austin becomes a budget traveler's paradise. I had the most incredible Korean barbecue tacos from a truck downtown for $3.50. $3.50. In most cities, that wouldn't even get you a decent coffee. For accommodations, I discovered these amazing hostels in the hip neighborhoods where you can get a bed for $25.35 a night, and you're right in the heart of everything. Plus, many of them host their own events and meetups, so you're instantly connected with other travelers. But if you think Austin is good, wait until you see the natural wonder I discovered next. It's so beautiful that National Geographic called it America's hidden gem, and you can experience it for practically nothing. Destination 4. Zion National Park, Utah. Zion National Park in Utah. This place is pure magic, and I'm going to show you how to experience it without the typical national park budget. Yes, there's a $35 entrance fee, but here's what most people don't know: that pass is good for 7 days. 7 full days. I stretched my visit across 6 days and calculated that I paid about $5.83 per day to access some of the most incredible hiking in America. The Angel's Landing hike changed my life. I'm not exaggerating. Standing on that final platform, looking out over the entire Zion Canyon, with chains as the only thing between me and a 1,500-foot drop. It was terrifying and exhilarating and absolutely free once you're in the park. Here's the insider secret. While the park campgrounds fill up fast, I discovered free dispersed camping just outside the park boundaries. Picture waking up to red rock formations right outside your tent, making coffee as the sun rises over the canyon walls, and your accommodation cost is exactly $0. In nearby Springdale, I found family-owned restaurants with massive portions for under $12. The key is avoiding the obvious tourist traps and asking locals where they eat. I want to know, have you ever had a moment in nature that literally took your breath away? Share it in the comments because I read every single one. Destination 5. Portland, Oregon. Portland, Oregon is where quirky meets affordable, and the combination is absolutely incredible. This city has perfected the art of free entertainment. I spent entire afternoons in Powell's books. It's like a literary wonderland where you can easily lose track of time. The Saturday market is completely free to explore, and you'll see some of the most creative artists and performers in the country. But let's talk about the food scene. Portland has over 500 food trucks, and I made it my mission to try as many as possible. My favorite discovery was a Vietnamese fusion truck where I got the most incredible banh mi for $4.50. This thing was loaded with perfectly seasoned pork, fresh vegetables, and homemade sauce, and it was bigger than most restaurant meals. The brewery scene here is legendary, but here's what's amazing: many breweries offer free tours and tastings. I learned about the brewing process, met the brewers, and tasted award-winning beers without spending a dime. Within 30 minutes of downtown, you can hike to waterfalls that look like they belong in a fairy tale. Multnomah Falls is free to visit, easily accessible, and absolutely spectacular. I spent an entire day hiking the various trails and spent only $8 on parking. Portland taught me something important about travel. Sometimes the best experiences happen when you're not trying to have the best experience. I had more genuine conversations with locals, discovered more hidden gems, and felt more connected to a place than I had in years. Okay, I need to pause for just a second because we are about to get to the destinations that absolutely shocked me, including one place where I had a $5 meal that was better than anything I've had at a $50 restaurant. But before we continue, if you're getting value from this video, please hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. I spend weeks researching and visiting these places to bring you content like this, and your support means everything. Also, I'm doing something special at the end of this video that you won't want to miss. Destination 6. Sedona, Arizona. Now, you might be thinking, Sedona? That's not budget travel. But I'm about to completely change your perspective on this spiritual mecca. Yes, Sedona has expensive resorts and high-end spas, but it also has some of the most incredible free hiking in America. The red rock formations create a landscape that looks like it belongs on another planet, and accessing it costs absolutely nothing. I hiked to Cathedral Rock at sunset, and I'm not kidding when I say it was a spiritual experience. The rocks turn this incredible shade of glowing orange, and you're surrounded by complete silence except for the wind. People pay hundreds of dollars for meditation retreats, but I had the most profound meditative experience of my life for free. Here's your Sedona budget hack. Stay in nearby Flagstaff, which is about an hour away. I found clean, comfortable accommodations for $45 a night, and the drive to Sedona becomes part of the adventure. Plus, Flagstaff has its own charm and significantly cheaper food options. I discovered a local Mexican restaurant in Sedona where the portions were enormous and the prices were shockingly reasonable. $9.99 for enough food to feed 2 people, and the quality was incredible. And yes, I checked out the famous energy vortexes. Whether or not you believe in that kind of thing, the locations are undeniably beautiful and completely free to visit. Airport Mesa Vortex has one of the best sunset views I've ever seen. Destination 7, New Orleans, Louisiana. Destination number 7 is the one I mentioned at the beginning, the place that completely changed my perspective on affordable travel. New Orleans, Louisiana. Now, I know what you're thinking, New Orleans is expensive, right? Wrong. This city has mastered the art of incredible free entertainment, and the culture is so rich that you'll be overwhelmed by experiences that cost nothing. My first night, I was walking through the French Quarter when I stumbled upon a street jazz performance that was better than concerts I'd paid $100 plus to see. The musicians were world class, the energy was infectious, and a crowd of about 50 people had gathered. I stood there for 2 hours, completely mesmerized, and the only cost was the $5 I tipped the musicians. But here's the life-changing discovery. I found a local po' boy shop in the Bywater neighborhood where I had the most incredible roast beef po' boy of my life for $5.99. $6. This sandwich was massive, the beef was perfectly seasoned, and it came with homemade gravy that I still dream about. The second line parades happen almost every weekend, and they're completely free cultural experiences. I followed a brass band through the neighborhoods, dancing with locals, learning about the history and culture, and feeling like I was part of something special. I stayed in a charming guest house in the Marigny district for $42 a night. The owner was a local musician who gave me insider tips on where to find the best music, food, and hidden experiences. I have to ask, what's the most unexpectedly amazing food discovery you've made while traveling? Because New Orleans taught me that some of the best meals happen in the most unassuming places. Alright, we're hitting the halfway point, and I want to rapid fire through 3 more incredible destinations that prove budget travel doesn't mean compromising on experiences. Destination 8, Asheville, North Carolina. Blue Ridge Mountains, craft brewery capital of America, free hiking trails everywhere, and I found accommodations for $35 a night. The downtown area has free live music almost every night, and the local food scene is incredible. I had a farm-to-table meal for $12 that would cost $40 in any major city. Destination 9, San Antonio, Texas. The River Walk is completely free to explore. The historic missions are UNESCO World Heritage Sites with no entrance fee, and the food, my goodness, the food. I had the best breakfast tacos of my life for $2.50 each. $2.50. And they were massive. Destination 10, Glacier National Park, Montana. Yes, there's an entrance fee, but this park offers some of the most spectacular scenery in America. I camped for $23 a night and had access to over 700 miles of hiking trails. The Going to the Sun Road alone is worth the trip. It's like driving through a postcard. But we're just getting started. The next 5 destinations include a place where you can camp on the beach for free, a city with the best food trucks in America, and a natural wonder that rivals anything you'll see internationally. Destination 11, Olympic Peninsula, Washington. The Olympic Peninsula in Washington state is like having 3 different vacations in one place: mountains, rainforests, and rugged coastline. Here's what blew my mind. You can literally camp on the beach for free. I'm talking about falling asleep to the sound of waves and waking up to some of the most dramatic sunrises you'll ever see. Rialto Beach allows free beach camping, and the experience is absolutely magical. I spent 3 days exploring this area, and each day felt like a completely different adventure. Day 1. Hiking through the Hoh rainforest, which feels like stepping into a fantasy novel. Day 2. Exploring tide pools and sea stacks along the coast. Day 3. Soaking in natural hot springs in the mountains. Total cost for all 3 days, $47. The small towns around the peninsula have incredible local seafood at surprisingly affordable prices. I had the freshest salmon I've ever tasted for $14, and the portion was enormous. Yes, it rains, but that's part of the magic. Some of my most memorable moments were hiking through misty forests where the rain created this ethereal atmosphere. Pack good rain gear and embrace it. The crowds disappear, and you'll have these incredible places almost to yourself. Destination 12. Food Truck Paradise. Portland vs. Austin Showdown. I mentioned Portland's food truck scene earlier, but I need to tell you about my food truck challenge. I spent a week comparing Portland and Austin to determine America's true food truck capital. The results shocked me. While Austin has incredible variety, Portland won for sheer creativity and value. I found a Korean-Mexican fusion truck where $6 got me a bulgogi burrito that was bigger than my head and absolutely delicious. I challenged myself to eat 3 meals a day from food trucks for 5 days straight, and my total food budget was $87. That's less than $6 per meal on average, and I had some of the most creative, delicious food I've ever experienced. Here's your food truck hack. Follow them on social media to find out about daily specials and happy hour deals. Many offer combo deals or loyalty programs that can save you even more money. Destination 13. Great Lakes Region. Michigan's Upper Peninsula. Michigan's Upper Peninsula is America's best-kept secret for affordable outdoor adventures. Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore offers some of the most spectacular scenery in the country. We're talking about colorful sandstone cliffs, pristine beaches, and crystal-clear water that rivals anything you'll find in tropical destinations. I kayaked along the Pictured Rocks coastline, and it was like paddling through a natural art gallery. The rock formations create these incredible patterns and colors, and I had miles of coastline completely to myself. Kayak rentals were $35 for a full day. The state parks here offer some of the best value camping in America. $16 a night gets you a spot right on the lake with access to hiking trails, beaches, and some of the darkest skies you'll find for stargazing. The locals taught me about pasties, a traditional meat pie that miners used to eat. I found a local bakery where I could get one of these massive, filling pasties for $4.50, and it kept me full for an entire day of hiking. Destination 14. The Surprise Desert Oasis. Destination 14 is going to surprise you. Joshua Tree National Park in California during the off-season. Most people visit during the peak season when it's crowded and accommodations are expensive. But I discovered that visiting during the shoulder season, late fall or early spring, transforms this place into your own private desert wonderland. Joshua Tree is a designated dark sky park, which means the stargazing is absolutely incredible. I spent an entire night lying on my back, watching shooting stars, and feeling completely connected to the universe. This experience would cost hundreds at a luxury desert resort, but camping here costs $15 a night. The unique Joshua trees create the most incredible silhouettes against the sunrise and sunset. I'm not a professional photographer, but the photos I took here look like they belong in National Geographic. 20 minutes from the park, I discovered a natural hot spring where locals go to relax. It's completely free, naturally heated, and surrounded by desert mountains. It was like having my own private spa in the middle of nowhere. Destination 15. Grand Finale, Blue Ridge Parkway, Virginia, North Carolina. For our final destination, I saved what might be the most incredible bang for your buck experience in America: the Blue Ridge Parkway. This 469-mile scenic highway is completely free to drive, and it connects dozens of incredible destinations. I spent 2 weeks driving the entire length, camping in national forests, and having experiences that rival the most expensive mountain resorts in the world. This trip changed something fundamental about how I think about travel and adventure. Every morning, I'd wake up to mountain views, make coffee over a camp stove, and plan my day around free hiking trails, waterfalls, and scenic overlooks. I felt more connected to nature and more at peace than I had in years. My total expenses for 2 weeks, $340. That included gas, food, camping fees, and everything else. That's about $24 per day to have what I consider one of the most incredible travel experiences of my life. The hiking here is world-class. I tackled sections of the Appalachian Trail, discovered waterfalls that required mile-long hikes to reach, and had summit experiences where I could see for miles in every direction. Standing on those overlooks, especially during sunrise or sunset, I understood why people become obsessed with budget travel. It's not about spending less money, it's about having more authentic, meaningful experiences. So there you have it, 15 incredible destinations that prove you don't need to spend a fortune to have amazing adventures in America. From free hot springs to $5 meals that rival fine dining, from camping on beaches to hiking through ancient forests, these places offer experiences that will stay with you forever. But here's what I really want you to understand. Budget travel isn't about restrictions, it's about creativity, authenticity, and connecting with places in a deeper way. When you're not worried about expensive restaurants or luxury hotels, you're free to focus on the experiences, the people, and the moments that actually matter. If this video inspired you to start planning your own budget adventure, I need you to do 3 things right now. First, smash that like button, it tells YouTube that this content is valuable and helps other budget travelers find it. Second, subscribe and hit the notification bell because I'm constantly discovering new destinations and travel hacks that I can't wait to share with you. And third, comment below and tell me which of these 15 destinations you're most excited to visit. I read every comment and often use your suggestions for future videos. And remember that special thing I mentioned at the beginning? I've created a complete budget travel planning guide with detailed budgets, accommodation lists, and insider tips for every single destination in this video. The link is in the description, and it's completely free. This guide will save you hours of research and potentially hundreds of dollars on your trips. Your next incredible adventure is out there waiting for you, and it doesn't have to cost a fortune. Until next time, keep exploring, keep discovering, and remember, the best journeys happen when you step outside your comfort zone. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next adventure.